Now, you probably use a whole bunch of different apps, as well as different devices. Well, in today's video, I'm going to show you this really cool service called IFTTT. And what it allows you to do is it allows you to connect all those different devices and different apps together to achieve different tasks, and it's pretty powerful and very easy to use. So what we're going to do here is we're going to switch over to my mobile device, and I'm going to show you the IFTTT app on my phone, and we're going to create a recipe or an applet that I like to set up usually via IFTTT. So I'm going to be using my Android mobile phone, but you can follow along using your iPad or even your iPhone. The first thing you need to do is download the IFTTT app like I've got here, and then sign up for it and log in. It's as simple as that. Now, the very first example I'm going to show you is one that I love creating, and that's to let me know if it's going to rain. Because I like to go for a run in the morning, so it's quite important to know if it's going to rain, and it saves me time because if I can get notified on my phone, it means I don't have to go checking for the weather myself, and it's kind of automating a little bit of my life by doing that. So we can create our very own little applet to do that through IFTTT. We now need to come down to the My Applet section down here, and then click on the plus symbol. And then we'll see a screen like this, and it's a simple screen. It basically gets us to fill in two sections, the this section and then the that section. So think of it like this. So if something triggers, so we need to specify a trigger, and that can be a whole bunch of things like I'll show you in a second, then do something else. It's very simple. So our this statement, or our this trigger, is going to be the weather, of course. But as we see here, there are hundreds or thousands of different services that we can connect to. So I can get this to trigger off of a whole bunch of things. So it doesn't have to be just for the weather. I can get it to trigger off of things that happen on Facebook, Evernote, email account, in my Dropbox or eBay. There's just so many. Or even Domino's, you can get it to order pizzas for you, which is pretty cool. But what we're wanting to do today is use the Weather Underground app, because we want to know, we want to get a trigger if tomorrow's going to be raining, then do something else. So once we click on the service that we want to trigger from, we need to select our trigger itself. So this is the actual thing that's going to happen to do something else. So this is going to be tomorrow's forecast calls for, and this is where we'll select rain. Now, if you want to know when it's going to be sunny, if you're in an area that is constantly raining, you can of course change that from rain to clear, to cloudy, or to snow. There's all those different conditions in there that you can choose from, which is pretty cool. But for us, we want to know if tomorrow's going to be raining and then get notified from that. So let's click the tick there. Now we get the then statement, or the action. This is the thing that happens when this service, the Weather Underground, knows that tomorrow's going to be raining. So we're going to go then, and here we're going to click on notifications, and we want to be notified through the IFTTT app when it's going to rain, and that's it. Now, the last thing that we're seeing here is an area where we can change the notification. So what it looks like to us when we get notified. Go ahead and click the little tick, and you will see an applet preview. And this is where it gives you a preview of what you're about to create. And from here, you can change the title of it, make it whatever you want to call it. And then when you're happy, just go finish, and that is it. We now have our own little applet, and I've just been notified from it, that lets us know when it's about to rain, or if tomorrow is going to rain. So here, if I scroll down, I actually got a little notification here, which tells me, and it just popped up and went away once I clicked on it, but it actually says AM showers are for tomorrow, which is pretty cool, and that triggered. And that's going to be running throughout the day, so if it changes, then you're not going to be notified, but if it changes back to raining for tomorrow, you will be notified, which is pretty cool. If you don't want to have it on, but you want to still keep it there, you can just go back into My Applets and turn it off. It is that simple, guys. And that is one of my most favorite little self-automations for my lifestyle that I've created, which is it just stops me from having to check the weather on a regular basis. So go ahead and check that one out. Now, before I finish up, I want to show you one last little applet. And instead of making it ourselves, we can actually search for applets. There's heaps of them created here. Rather than having to create them, you can actually just go through here and check them out based on what you want to do, different services that are added on there. And they're not just for personal, there's a whole bunch here that are great for business as well. One that I like using is a location-based applet to automatically send a text message to someone when I leave for work, which is really helpful to let your loved ones know that you're on your way home from work, and they can of course get dinner ready, get a drink ready and things like that, which is really helpful. So you can go ahead, click these applets that are already done and created for you, and all you need to do is click turn on, and that's it. And all you need to do is go okay to allow its access, and then you need to go through the configuration settings and read through there to configure it. But it is that simple, very easy and very powerful to use. You don't have to worry about creating all these applets yourself, because there are thousands on here that you can just grab and turn on and run with. So there you go, guys. That is a brief overview of If This Then That, the app that allows you to automate little things within your life between different devices and different services. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Be sure to hit us up in the comment section, give us a like or a thumbs up, and be sure to follow and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and catch you next time.